This is a Huawei EV showcase event. HarmonyOS Intelligence Mobility held a new product launch event to introduce brand new models, resulting in a scene unprecedented in the history of China's automotive industry. A SAIC Z7 unexpectedly broke down right at the event venue. Internet users couldn't resist poking fun at this, calling it a Xuanwu hibernation and a Xuanwu breakdown. And that very night, SAIC Z7 shot to the top of Weibo's hot search list, surpassed only by Xi Jinping's trending topics. Now, Xuanwu means black tortoise of the north, which is one of the major deity and one of the four symbols in Chinese mythology. And it symbolizes strength and immovable sturdiness, so Huawei used it to call their car frame Xuanwu Tech, or also the build frame of their phones, which is supposed to mean strong frame, you know? And the event videos show that after the SAIC Z7 presentation wrapped up, the vehicle, which is supposed to exit the stage, suffered a sudden malfunction and couldn't start. And during this time, the driver got out once to troubleshoot the issue, returned to the car, and frantically tried to shift gears, but the vehicle remained completely immobile. And with the segment on the car over, it was time for the Idol M6 reveal, which led to this bizarre side-by-side shot of the Idol M6 and the SAIC Z7, and that motionless red sedan stood out glaringly between the two brand new SUVs, stealing the spotlight as the center of the attention for the entire event. Yeah, dude inside the car must be sweating bullets. Now, as of now, the specific reason for the vehicle's failure to start remains unclear, and no official statement or explanation has been released. But Chinese internet users had a field day with it. This is us in the eyes of the Huawei smart driving system, with comments following saying that there's always idiots who will buy this. Others say sarcastically, the safest moment is not moving, thumbs up. Xuanwu just wants to rest, is it not okay? The car stops in the reveal presentation, a pioneer in the 140 years of automotive industries. Chinese EVs, after all these years, remain terrible. Here is one of Huawei's affiliated brand, the Idol cars, in a crash. Now, the most important safety component of the car frame is the ABCD frames, which make up basically the outer support structure. And those are supposed to be the strongest, the most durable. And in a crash, you want those to remain as normal as possible. And this car was touted by the Huawei chairman, Richard Yu, which in our last video was the guy that was being, made fun of as the emperor because somebody delivered water to them. He said that this SUV is the safest SUV around the world, bar none.
我们成了把这个 M7、M5、M7、M9 成为全世界最安全的轿车，SUV 没有之一，最安全的。
And that's what happens to it. And this Huawei Idol brand is honestly pretty dangerous. Here's two separate incidents from March.
雷达跟摄像头肯定扫到了，我这个是满配的，这台是满配的。你看它贴得很近，它压进来了，你看看。 都快撞上了，他根本就不触发的，不触发的。我命硬了，没被他带走。余承东啊，你这个遥遥领先在哪里呢？你要什么样的状态才能触发避障功能呢？一把年纪了，不要吹牛逼，不要吹牛逼。
前方路段限速60，1公里内有多个违法高照，请按交规行驶。 前方落实高发区。
You can see that it's different VIN numbers, so these are two different cars. They both times they're using the smart driving system almost crashed into other cars. Here, an Idol's smart driving system ended up hitting a pedestrian. According to online reports, when he uploaded the video, he received calls from the police and was required to delete the content because it made a bad image of the brand. He was also made to sign a guarantee letter stating that he would not publish, not spread false information or negative remarks. This was a previous video I covered, but I found a different angle. Again, Huawei Idol Smart Hand Motion door closing function just simply doesn't work. We see the car is parked. Some people say that you need the car to be in parked position to use it. It's parked, but yet after repeatedly waving the door to close, it doesn't. How does a company that supplies its software system, which is the Huawei HarmonyOS, which by the way is being called by some people as like the greatest thing ever, not being able to handle something like this. And with all the danger, with all the malfunctions, with all the trouble, I'm surprised that this car brand still exists in China. So you can't criticize it because you'll get banned. What else you're supposed to do? This is on March 15th in Guangzhou during a problematic car exhibit site. Several car company staff members used a rain tarp to cover the logo and the slogan on the body of this Huawei idol car. And internet users posted a bunch of comments on this saying that it's a Xuanwu tarp, what a disgrace.
PPT 给我看问题。
Meanwhile, Xiaomi's self-parking feature doesn't consider the height of the wall behind it. And on April 24th in Anhui province, Chinese brand Geely EV Galaxy E8 catches on fire. Not only are they dangerous, they're just outright bad. But hey, they got the cars looking like a Chinese shopping app like Temu with all those pop-up spinners and savings. This happened on April 5th. A Zeekr EV owner said that while he was parked on the roadside waiting for a passenger, the car's infotainment system suddenly popped up with a lottery page and he couldn't close it.
我靠牛逼，给我整出拼多多来了，还关不掉。
Yeah, let me just say, try not to buy a Chinese EV unless you have to. And at the end of the day, you got to know, like, sure, maybe the quality of those imports from China are better than the domestic ones, but you can never be sure of what happens because there's too many examples out there. Thanks very much for watching this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And please subscribe to our new channels, David on China, if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.